Major General Gigi Dwivedi. Major General, as Karthik is pointing out, most of these airstrips are also Air Force strips and are also being operated as civilian airports. So in a sense, this is a strategic move by Pakistan to target India's defense installations. And this comes even as India continues to maintain that it's in its first round of attack. When the Operation Sindoor was initiated, it was a targeted, precise military response to various terror camps operating in Pakistan. We did not target their, military installation. We did not target their defense infrastructure or public infrastructure. But despite that, that hasn't really stopped Pakistan from targeting India's, defense installation, including the airstrips that could potentially be used by India.
Shweta, absolutely right, because as Karthik pointed out, that there are certain airstrips which are dual use, means they are all used by civil as well as military. And many cases, military bases or military strips have been allowed to be used by the civil. This is what we call it dual use. So Pakistan is taking full advantage of that, and they are ensuring or they are targeting such like facilities or such like installations. Secondly, it also applies to other administrative installations which may be co-located in the civilian zones. So therefore, it's right to take precautions so that we don't take civilian casualties, because armed forces are well prepared, but the civilian counterparts will be exposed. So I think this is a very considered decision. The second point is, you rightly brought out that Pakistan retaliated by targeting the military installations, while the first strike by India was absolutely on the terrorist camps and the infrastructure. And we made it very clear. But please remember, as far as Pakistan Army is concerned, the terrorists are the front faces. They are the frontline soldiers. This has been accepted by the leadership, no less than Musharraf or even Imran Khan. And right now, both their defense minister and foreign minister has said that yes, we were training, we were nurturing these people. And interestingly, if you just recall, about 2-3 days back, Pakistan commandos, para commandos are guarding Hafiz Sayed. So these are the assets of Pakistan Army, and I have operated on a number of occasions on LOC. These terrorists are part of their bases, a part of their post. So we need to understand that Pakistan is very sensitive. If any damage is being done to their terrorist infrastructure, because they are willy-nilly part of the Pakistan Armed Forces, and Pakistan Army always fights with these terrorist elements as they should. So point I'm trying to make is that Pakistan retaliation will willy-nilly be also on our civil infrastructure, because they will take the advantage that these installations are co-located with the defense forces, and therefore we need to be very, very careful and ensure that our civilian assets are not actually targeted. And my last point is,
right,
Pakistan Army is known to fight more in the civilian domain rather than face military to military, because they know that they don't stand a chance. They have been defeated 3 times. In fact, 70th war he fought, Pakistan suffered the biggest humiliating defeat in military history. So their aim is to target civilians, to cause fear or psychosis, to cause some kind of morale, hit the morale of the civilians. But that's not going to work out, because today India as a nation is well prepared. We are taking it on as a war of the whole country, as what I say is the whole of the nation.
right.
Every component of the nation is today a war ready. So therefore, I think Pakistan is a fool's paradise if they feel that they can hit the civilian targets and affect the morale
Right,
of a
Major
nation.
General, come to think of it, none of their targets have been successful so far. So all attempts made by Pakistan have been thwarted by India. But also more news coming in. We are given to understand shelling has once again started in Uri. Details are emerging as we speak. But let's bring us to what has really helped India ensure its defense preparedness, and the S-400s, conversation around S-400s has also been on since yesterday. What exactly is the S-400 system? On your screens right now, S-400 is an air defense missile system acquired from Russia. Now, they can intercept missiles up to 600 kilometers. They were developed by Russia's Almaz Ante, also known as India's Sudarshan Chakra. S-400 are among the most advanced long-range surface to air, the SAM missile systems that India has in its artillery, in its kitty right now. India signed a $5.43 billion deal with Russia in 2018 to procure 5 S-400 units. The S-400s have been deployed since yesterday. The systems were first deployed in Punjab in 2021. The S-400 can engage aerial targets at a range of up to 400 kilometers, can intercept them at about 600 kilometers away. So S-400 threat detection at 600 kilometers, can target them at about 400 kilometers.